Hello my dear students, welcome back to the session 4 on the chapter Solutions. It is the one which obeys Rolle's law. To understand this better, I shall write the molecular structures of ethanol and acetone and explain. Between the solute and between the solvent and solvent are weaker. You can see there are more number of particles in the vapor phase. What do you mean by minimum boiling azeotrope? The solutions which is showing which deviation? Negative deviation from Rolle's law. Hello my dear students, welcome back to the session 4 on the chapter Solutions. Last class we had learnt about Rolle's law and we had solved some of the numericals. Today we shall learn about ideal and non-ideal solution. If we take a liquid-liquid solution, it can be classified into two types based on Rolle's law, called as ideal solution and non-ideal solution. So we'll see what do you mean by ideal solution. Ideal solution is which obey Rolle's law over the entire range of concentration. What do you mean by ideal solution? It is the one which obeys Rolle's law over an entire range of concentration. Then we call them as ideal solution. To understand it better, we'll see. For example, if I have taken solvent A, okay, the intermolecular interaction between the two particles of solvent, it is A I shall consider, okay, it is of one kind. If I have considered the solute B has the same type of intermolecular interaction. Solvent A as well as the solute B has the same type of intermolecular interaction. Now when I mix these two, solvent A, solute B, we have done the mixing to give the solution. Okay. Then the interaction between A and B is also of the same type. Okay. So intermolecular force of attraction between the solvent molecules, between the solute molecules, as well as when the mixing is done, it is the same between the solute as well as the solvent molecules. Then it will form ideal solution. What is it? If the intermolecular interaction is same in solvent, solute as well as after mixing, then it will form ideal solution. Also, when we are mixing the two liquids, okay, there won't be any heat liberated or any heat which is absorbed. That is, delta H will be equal to 0. Delta H mix I can write. When I mix these two liquids, there is no heat liberated or there is no heat which is absorbed. So delta H mixing is equal to 0. Also, the volume, there is no change in volume. Delta V mix is also equal to 0. That is, if we take 100 ml of solvent and 50 ml of solute, I will get the solution with 150 ml. There is no change in volume because the interaction between the molecules of the solute, solvent as well as between the solute and the solvent is same. Okay. Now, there is no perfect ideal solution, but we can give examples for solution which behave ideally. They are N-hexane and N-heptane, bromoethane and chloroethane, or benzene and toluene. You can remember any one example for your exam. Okay. So we'll see now next what do you mean by non-ideal solution. Okay. The ideal solution have following characteristics. They should obey Rolle's law. Delta H mixing is equal to 0. I already explained that. That is, heat exchange on mixing is equal to 0. It is not exothermic nor it is endothermic. Okay. Volume exchange on mixing is also equal to 0. So these are the characteristics of an ideal solution. We will see now what do you mean by non-ideal solution. Okay. So non-ideal solution, solutions which do not obey Rolle's law over the entire range of concentration. We call them as non-ideal solution. For non-ideal solution, delta H mixing is not equal to 0 and delta V mixing is not equal to 0. So if the solutions do not obey Rolle's law, then we call them as non-ideal solutions. Now, non-ideal solutions is broadly classified into two types. Okay, that is the one which show positive deviation and the one which show negative deviation from Rolle's law. So we'll see about this. So the first one what we have is positive deviation from Rolle's law. What is it? Positive deviation from Rolle's law. What kind of solutions show positive deviation from Rolle's law? See, the intermolecular forces of attraction between the solute and solvent molecules are weaker. Okay, between the solute and the solvent molecules are weaker than those between solute and solvent molecules. Then it shows positive deviation from Rolle's law. So what is it? Once again, between, for example, A is the solvent, B is the solute, and when I mix I will get AB. Okay. Solvent and solute I have mixed, then I'll get the molecular force of interaction between A and B is weaker. So this interaction is weaker compared to the interaction between the solute molecules and the solvent molecules. So what happens at this time when the force of interaction between the two particles of solvent and solute are not very strong, they are weak, then there will be more distance between them. Also, the particles, okay, the volatile particles can escape very easily into the vapor phase. Correct? The particles can go to the vapor phase because they don't have a strong intermolecular interaction. So what will happen is the vapor pressure will increase. That is the reason. See, in Rolle's law, what did we learn? We had straight lines, that is from XB 0 to 1, that is mole fraction of B, that is solvent or solute. Okay, so if you are taking mole fraction of the component B from 0 to 1, you can see I got a straight line, and this is called the vapor pressure of the pure solvent. Same way, when mole fraction of component A from 0 to 1, I again got a straight line. Correct? But because the interaction between the solvent and the solute or the two components is weak, what happens is more solution particles can go into the vapor phase and there is a positive deviation. You can see it's no more a straight line. You got above this line, above the straight line, positive, it is more. Okay, that's why we call it as positive deviation from Rolle's law. Okay, now examples if we take, mixture of ethanol and acetone. Ethanol and acetone. In pure ethanol, molecules have hydrogen bonding. Between the ethanol molecules there is hydrogen bonding. Okay, on adding acetone, its molecules get in between the alcohol molecules and break some of the hydrogen bonds, due to which weakening of interaction takes place, and thus it shows positive deviation from Rolle's law. To understand this better, I shall write the molecular structures of ethanol and acetone and explain. See, ethanol is C2H5OH, correct? One more molecule, C2H5OH. So between these two molecules of alcohol, there is hydrogen bonding. Now when acetone is added, such hydrogen bonds can be broken and the interaction becomes weak, due to which the particles which is there in the solution can easily go into the vapor phase because they do not have a strong force of interaction to hold them together. They can escape easily, they can go to the vapor phase, because of which you can see there is a positive deviation. You can see the vapor pressure is more than the normal which it should have shown. Okay, same way here also you can see the vapor pressure is more in that particular mole fraction. Correct? That's why you can see the positive deviation, and this is the first type of non-ideal solution. So the second type of non-ideal solution is the one which shows negative deviation, that is negative deviation from Rolle's law. The intermolecular force of attraction between solute and solute molecules and solvent molecules are weaker. Okay, between the solute and between the solvent and solvent are weaker when it is compared to between solvent and solute. Okay, so if I have taken A and A, B and B, this is solvent, this is solute. Okay, so between these the intermolecular force of attraction is weaker when I am comparing it to between A and B, which is stronger. So what happens is when we mix the two liquids, they have a very strong force of interaction among themselves and they will not be going into the vapor phase very easily. That's why you can see in the graph they will show a negative deviation. This is the normal line which you should have got if it is an ideal solution, but it is not showing the vapor pressure like that. It is showing less than that. See, you can see it has come below. Here also it is below, and here total pressure also you can see it is below than the normal value. That's why we call it as negative deviation from Rolle's law. Okay, why? Because the intermolecular force of attraction between the solute and the solvent is much stronger. Okay, example I shall explain. A mixture of chloroform and acetone, if we take, chloroform molecules is able to form hydrogen bond with acetone. See here, you have acetone CH3COCH3, chloroform CHCl3. Between the acetone and between chloroform, you can see there is hydrogen bond. Because of this hydrogen bond, now the acetone as well as the chloroform particles are strongly bond with one another. They will not evaporate or they will not go to the vapor phase, and thus vapor pressure will decrease. Thus you can see the negative deviation. Okay, so that is about negative deviation from Rolle's law. So once again, here we'll see difference between non-ideal solutions showing positive deviation and non-ideal solution showing negative deviation. So in ideal solution, what will happen? The intermolecular force of attraction between the solvent and the solute, between the solvent as well as the solute, all are same. They have same type of intermolecular force of attraction. Thus, here you can say delta H mix is equal to 0. Delta V mix also is equal to 0. There is no heat exchange or there is no change in the volume when you are mixing two liquids to form the solution. That is for which one? Ideal solution. I am talking about ideal mixing. Okay. Now, if it is showing positive deviation, okay, it is not ideal. So when I am mixing the solvent and the solute, if it will show positive deviation, in positive deviation what will happen? Between A and B, the force of attraction is weaker compared to that of A and B and B, that is the solvent and the solute particles, because of which you can see there are more number of particles in the vapor phase, more vapor pressure will be there, and it will show positive deviation. What about the delta H and delta V? Delta H will be greater than 0. Greater than 0 means it is a positive value. It will absorb energy. Okay, it will be endothermic reaction. Okay, so delta H will be positive, as well as delta V mix also will be greater than VA plus VB. That is, if the volume what we have taken is 100 ml and 50 ml, this might be 1 or 2 ml more than required. That is not exactly 150, it might be 152 or 153, a slight more volume. Why? Because the two molecules have weak intermolecular force of attraction, due to which what the distance will increase and the volume also can increase. Okay, so that is for positive deviation. What about the negative deviation? In negative deviation, between the solvent and the solute particles, it is very strong. The force of attraction is stronger compared to A and B, which is weaker. Okay, due to which delta H mix is less than 0. Here what happens is they are exothermic reaction, they will liberate energy, so delta H will be negative. Okay, as well as delta V mix will be less than volume of A plus volume of B. So I hope you have understood about ideal solution, non-ideal solution with positive deviation and negative deviation. Okay, so next we'll see about azeotropes. What do you mean by azeotropes? The binary mixture having the same composition in liquid and in vapor phase and boils at constant temperature. So it is a binary mixture. Binary mixture means it is a mixture of two liquids again. Okay, so binary mixture having same composition. The composition of the solution is same in the liquid phase as well as in the vapor phase and boils at constant temperature. One particular temperature they will start boiling, and their composition is same in the liquid phase also in the vapor phase. Such solutions we call them as azeotropes. Okay, there are two types of azeotropes: minimum boiling azeotropes and maximum boiling azeotropes. So we learn each one in detail. First one, minimum boiling azeotropes. What do you mean by minimum boiling azeotropes? A solution which show large positive deviation from Rolle's law form minimum boiling azeotropes. That means it's a non-ideal solution which is showing positive deviation are the ones which form minimum boiling azeotropes. Now what do you mean by minimum boiling azeotropes? Here these are mixtures of two liquids whose boiling point is less than either of the two pure components. Okay. For example, you see here ethanol 95.5% has the boiling point 351.3 Kelvin. Okay. Water 4.5%, and for water what is the boiling point? 373 Kelvin. So ethanol, pure ethanol if I take, its boiling point is 351.3 Kelvin. Pure water if I take, its boiling point is 373 Kelvin. But when it is in a mixture, the composition of 95.5% of ethanol and 4.5% of water, this composition, its boiling point is 351.15 Kelvin. It is less than pure ethanol and pure water. You can see pure ethanol is 351.3, little higher than this. Okay. Also water is much higher than this boiling point. when I take pure, when I am talking about. But in this composition, when it is present, its boiling point is 351.15 Kelvin. So this particular composition you cannot separate by using the method of distillation. In distillation, what will happen? For example, you have a mixture of alcohol and water, that is ethanol and water. First, the ethanol will start coming out at a lower temperature, and water, because it is having a higher boiling point, should remain as it is in the flask. But when you are distilling it, at one point of time with alcohol, there is some percent of water which is coming along because they form azeotropic mixtures. Okay, and this composition we call it as rectified spirit. Okay, rectified spirit, you cannot separate this 4.5% of water from alcohol just by distillation. At this particular temperature, both will boil out. That means in the liquid phase also they have a same composition. In the vapor phase also, when it is distilling, when it is forming vapors and we are going, okay, there in that vapor phase also it is the same composition. That's why we call them as azeotropic mixtures. To separate this, other methods have to be used, but distillation cannot be used. Okay, so why minimum word is used? Because the boiling points of the pure solvents is more than that of the azeotropic mixture. Okay, or boiling point of the azeotrope is less than that of the pure solvents. That is why we call it as minimum boiling azeotropes. Okay, so I hope you understood. They are formed by non-ideal solution showing which deviation? Positive deviation. Positive deviation means the force of interaction between the two particles, that is solvent and the solute particles, is lesser compared to its own pure solvent and solute particles. Okay, so that is about first example. There is one more example, ethanol 6.8% when with chloroform 93.2%. In this composition, you can see boiling point of ethanol is 351.3 Kelvin, chloroform is 334.2 Kelvin, but in 6.8% and 93.2%, when this composition it is present, the azeotropic mixture will have a boiling point of 332.3 Kelvin. It is much lower than pure ethanol and much lower than even chloroform. Okay, so that is about minimum boiling azeotropes. Next we will see about maximum boiling azeotropes. What do you mean by maximum boiling azeotropes? The ones which show large negative deviation from Rolle's law form maximum boiling azeotropes. That means the solutions which is showing which deviation? Negative deviation from Rolle's law. That is non-ideal solution with negative deviation will form maximum boiling azeotropes. What is the exact meaning of this? We will understand with an example. For example, ammonia has a boiling point of 359 Kelvin, whereas water, pure water, has a boiling point of 373 Kelvin. But if we mix ammonia and water in this composition, that is ammonia is in 68% and water is 32%, then the mixture will boil at 393 Kelvin. It is much higher than the two boiling points which is for its pure solvent. Here you can see ammonia 359, water is 373, but when I mix them in the same proportion, then we will get 393.5 Kelvin. You can see one more example here. Boiling point of water is 373 Kelvin, hydrogen iodide is 293 Kelvin, but when we mix water, 43% of water and 57% of hydrogen iodide, then the mixture will boil at 400 Kelvin. Okay, so it is much higher than the original solvents or the pure solvents. So what is it? The maximum boiling azeotropes are mixtures of two liquids whose boiling point is more than either of the pure two components or the pure solvents. Okay, they are formed by non-ideal solutions having negative deviation. So I hope you have understood what is minimum boiling azeotropes and about maximum boiling azeotropes. Okay. Next class we will be learning about colligative properties, elevation of boiling point, depression of freezing point and relative lowering of vapor pressure. All these concepts we will be learning in the next class. So I hope you understood about ideal solutions, non-ideal solutions and about azeotropes in this class. See you my dear students. Thank you. Stay focused. Stay tuned.